Hello, this is William McKissock, your expense reduction specialist. And as you know, I like to help promote businesses across social media. And as you know, this is not my day job. My day job is helping businesses save money, but also on a personal side, this is something I love to do. And today I have with me back again, who was interviewed by me in June 2020, I believe. So it's been like a year and a half ago when I was first starting to do my video interviews. That's how long I've been doing it. So welcome back to the show, Maureen. It's lovely to have you.
Nice to see you, William. Thanks for having me back. It's good to talk to you.
So let me tell the viewers a little bit. Maureen Famiano is, as you can see from her signings behind her, MEFMedia. She's a media expert. She's worked in radio and TV, and she's really been a top dog in the media world. But I'll let her tell you that. I'm just going to give you this overview. So although you've been on before, Maureen, give us a little bit of your background. Who is Maureen and how did you get into the media business?
Sure, William. So for me, what do you want to be when you grow up? I knew in high school I wanted to do journalism, and I loved watching the news and seeing them give information. And I really followed that path. I went to school for broadcast journalism and became a reporter right out of school, actually in college, on air in upstate New York in Ithaca College. And the rest is kind of history. Reporting for 10 years, moved into producing, creating every day a newscast, and then moved into some executive producing, special projects, overseeing elections, hurricane coverage. I moved to Tampa Bay in '96. So I've been in Tampa Bay 25 years now, at NBC for 17, CBS for 4, and loved the stories, loved the storytelling. I moved into morning show television after a while because I loved telling the positive stories, the good stories that didn't really make it onto the mainstream newscasts. They would leave, 25 seconds at the end of the newscast. And if they went long because of something else, that would go. And I'm like, oh, there's so much good out there. So I love telling that. And then I pivoted to start my own company in early 2019 because I felt there was the need for it. And I love what I'm doing now.
So obviously you've been on the show before, but and thanks for the recap. And it's really amazing your journey that you knew from high school that you wanted to do this and be in this industry. You have some exciting news to tell me and tell the viewers. We'll get that part. So we want to hear that. But first of all, just give the viewers an overview of what you're doing, what your company does, the public relations, the video work that you do. If you can tell people how you can help them grow the business through your services.
Well, thank you. I find that so many people are doing great things in their businesses or their entrepreneurship or just their people who are in our community, but they don't know how to market themselves because their specialty is not that, it's what they're doing. So for me, having guests on my morning show, often I knew what their story was, but when they would come to the station, I would ask them one extra question, and that one extra question would be a boomerang of amazing stuff. And I'm like, we're adding that to the story because that sets them apart. It makes them, they're already unique. They're already doing their thing. I'm not telling them to do anything different. I'm telling them to showcase what they're already doing. Yeah. And for me, booking 15,000 guests on my shows, I've worked with a couple of guests. So in tweaking messages, I would sometimes, even to this day, people would come up to me and they're like, remember when you did this? And I'm like, maybe, keep talking to me. And then they would say enough that I would remember the story, the event, and they'd tell me how much it helped, it mattered, and it grew. So for what I do, I thought, I think I could do this more focused with a company that I create on my own, which is the strategy and the branding working with businesses. What are you doing now? What have you tried? What have you not tried? Let's figure out what that looks like and figure out what to focus on, because you want to be memorable. You want to leave a conversation and people to remember you because of your uniqueness. And I dial down and ask a lot of questions to figure out what that looks like. Then we look at media outreach. There's nothing better than lifting you up when you get media exposure. You're the same person, but when you get that media interview, the TV, radio, podcast, magazine, newspaper, all of a sudden people think you're all that, you're different. You're the same company or brand, but now you're elevated to a new level. More people hear about you, more people consider you. And if you use it correctly in your social media, on your website, it just propels you. With videos, I was in television for more than 30 years. So I believe in the video component of telling your story. Pictures are great, but video takes it to that next level.
Mhm.
And I tell people, don't overthink it. Don't say it has to be perfect and all great lighting. That helps. You don't want to be, in a dark closet, but just do it. Don't overthink it. You'll perfect it. You'll get better, but put the videos out there. Tell people your story. Show what you're doing in your business, because all that translate to people going, oh, I didn't really know what you do. I've seen you. I knew you did this, but now I can see what you do. And all those components together can work really well to take a company to another level. And I'm really proud and excited of the people that I've worked with, nonprofits, for-profits, smaller companies, bigger companies. And it gives me great joy to help them go to their next level.
That's amazing, because obviously me doing these videos, I started them a year and a half ago, and way out my comfort zone. I'll be honest with you, I was sitting with my white knuckles. I can't believe I'm having this recorded and saying it. I was sitting with the white knuckles, my hand in my chair, and I was scared to scratch my chin. I was scared to do anything because I was thinking I have to look still at the guys in the TV. It's amazing what you can do with a little bit of support and a little bit of encouragement, and just kind of, as you say, get out there and do it. It's so much easier when there's somebody like you there to help guide them, making sure, as you say, make sure they're not in a darkened closet, make sure the lighting's just a bit right, just kind of asking the right questions, be you. So I think it's amazing what you do, because I've been doing this, and if you can help people get onto the media and get into the newspapers, get into the radios, and much more a professional manner, it's a wonderful thing you're doing. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now. You wanted to share with me some exciting work or something. I don't know. Viewers, I don't know what she's about to tell me here. This is hot off the press. So you're going to share some exciting news. Please share.
Well, thanks for all that. So there have been some successes. I'll give you a couple of successes that have happened during my road of helping people. One was getting a local principal doing great things in COVID. She was showcased on the Ellen DeGeneres show. We did a lot of local media. I just believed in her project, helping kids in her school get food. Come on, amazing. So we did this story. The Ellen DeGeneres show took note. She was ended up being a shout out from them, and then sent a financial contribution. Pretty cool. Lady Gaga, her team saw a local nonprofit stories that we did about kindness and giving back to the homeless. No one wants to be homeless, but the circumstances are what they are. And we did a bunch of stories strategically, intentionally. The stories were great. The people are great. It's Blanket Tampa Bay. The Lady Gaga team reached out because of the kindness component, and there's some synergies going on because of that. So it's those wins that happen even on local projects. Local media can go to the next level when people see it. So that was pretty cool. Newsweek has picked up stories. There's just, I could go on, but those are pretty cool. That doesn't happen every day. And I say, no, if we engage, that's not going to happen necessarily, but it could. We don't know. And that's the beauty of it. Love that. So for my new stuff that you're hinting on, I love connecting. I love meeting people. I love hearing their stories, and we all have to help each other. I think my mantra is up here: together we win. I believe it. And we know each other now, but I really believe it. If we can work with each other, help each other, guide, we're just better off. So I was part of a local networking group, The Best Business Minds in Tampa Bay. That's a book that just came out right before the holidays. So I'm pretty proud of being a part of that with the Revenue Generating Activities Group out of Tampa Bay and beyond. That's kind of cool. I was a TEDx speaker, MC for a local group for the TEDx Talks in December here in Tampa Bay. I'm going to be speaking myself in February. So I'm pretty excited to share not business, but more our life journeys and some thoughts about positivity and taking a chance and believing in yourself. Too many people don't, it's not taking risks, but it's believing in the possibilities. And I think if you believe maybe differently, or you say, I'm going to change it up a little bit, wow, you could be impactful, you can make a difference. And it's pretty cool. We all have that ability if we pause and think, oh, maybe I could do something a little differently. It's not hard. It's not a big thing, but little things add up and they could become big. And then I have another new book coming out. It's called Step Into Brilliance. And that is going to come out in March. And I'm part of an anthology series with women and a couple of men all over the country who share a journey that changed their kind of outlook. And if you share your story, you can help others along the way. And I think we all have a responsibility to do that. And I'm proud to be a part of that. So That's the first quarter of my year. That's what I know so far.
Wow, you're busy, and that is exciting. Wow, you're speaking, you're writing books, and you're getting people the platforms to promote themselves and be better. I can lay testament, as I said earlier, that the fact I did these videos and I was really, really not very good at it. I don't consider myself to be good at it, but I'm much more relaxed in doing it. If I had somebody helping me in the beginning, it would have been so much easier. I would probably be much further ahead. So the message here is that get out there and do it. Do these kind of things that I'm doing, but you can do it a lot easier and a lot more smoothly if you have somebody like you, Maureen, there to help them. So please reach out to Maureen if you want to do some video like I'm doing right now, if you want to write a book, if you want to get on radio, you want to get on TV, if you want to bring the best out in yourself and get it promoted, Maureen is sitting there right in front of us. She's the person that will do that for you. She'll make it easier. She'll make you more comfortable in your less comfortable zones. Simple as that. So thank you, Maureen, for coming on the show. This has been an absolute pleasure.
And you're doing a great job.
Well, anyway, I'm doing my bit. So have you got anything else as a final thought you would like to share with the viewers?
I would just say, if you've been thinking about it, we're in a new year and you're thinking about what you could do, or maybe you're uncomfortable, you know what? Take a shot. Start out little, give it a try. Engage differently, reach out to different people. You may be surprised at where it takes you, and you hold the key to it, having a little confidence and trying it. And I bet you'll find yourself in a different place because you took a chance. Yeah. And for viewers, you've got Maureen there that can help you do that. If you want to just do something a little bit different, there's somebody here right in front of us. Her details are underneath her portion of the video. Please reach out. I highly recommend, if you want to kind of do some of this and more, Maureen's the person to help you. Thank you, Maureen, for all the energy. And we'll look out for your book and your speaking arrangements. Looking forward to all of it. Thank you, William. Nice to see you again. I'll now hand it over to Dave for the weather.